So today, the wonderful American president released a statement offering praise for his chief of staff, John Kelly, and saying he's doing a great job. And that serves as the title of this video, and I'm not actually saying what he said myself. So even though he thinks Kelly's doing a great job, I'm of neutral nature in regards to his tenure so far. And it kind of sparked this thing in my mind where I thought a lot about the general political makeup of the U.S. So, for example, a little known president today by the name of James Garfield was shot and ultimately died from his injuries 2 months later. Now, in the interim of that, Congress was out of session for 60 days, however long 2 months generally is, 50 to 60 days. And there were no reports in this present time of any disarray occurring during this period of months in which there was just no Congress. I guess what I'm really trying to connect is I couldn't tell you one good thing that Kelly has done. I couldn't tell you one good thing that most of Trump's cabinet has done. And I couldn't tell you one good thing that most incumbent Democratic members of Congress have done, nor Republicans, save for a couple of noteworthy individuals, i.e., Sanders, Warren, Ellison, Gabbard. Just the various exceptions to the rule. And it leads me to kind of say, there is a very good reason that people don't pay attention to elections, why low voter turnout occurs during midterms among minority groups. It's because they feel a sense of this doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. And when you see a Congress that blocks every single thing the other party puts forward without having their own message, it resonates with that idea. It gives credence to that viewpoint. And I'm a person who's a large believer in the idea of democracy, of elected office officials doing things for their constituents. But if you ask me to name 10 members of Congress who are currently in office that have done anything to the betterment of the people they represent, I probably, if you said name 10, I probably get stopped at 5 or 6. Especially if you said the Senate, I'd only be able to muster up maybe 2, 3, definitely 2. I don't know about 3 all that way, all that much rather. So, in short, that statement by him really caused me to remember my disarray when it comes to how I feel about office holders in general. I like to respect office. I like to believe that various good things can be done with them. But for the past several decades, what has been done? You go and you look at your mayor, you look at your governor. What can you say they've actually improved in the quality of your life? And I know people use the argument, you're one person and they're representing hundreds and thousands and maybe in some cases millions if you're a governor, or in I guess particular cities. I have to go look at the population of New York. So with that being the argument against what I'm saying, it's very much possible to go and reach out with various citizens. For one thing, I'm sorry, but any governor I see go on TV and have their little day in front of the camera, and any senator I go and see and have their day in front of the camera, i.e. Harris during this DACA affair, I refuse to believe they cannot spend some time away from the camera, outside of the public glare, going into, I guess, either the rougher neighborhoods or lower income neighborhoods, or just going and actually meeting people that they claim to care about. I find it really funny. You never can get a story of, oh yeah, this person helped me get a job. This person created a job in their office to give me a position, had on the job training. They got me out of unemployment. You never hear that. And I know you can't do it for every single person, but you can go out of your way to try and meet the most people. Yes, you can. I refuse to believe when we have these various office holders going on television. It's kind of similar to how they always talk about the U.S. and the world is in disarray, but then you have both Obama and Trump going on all these different vacations. I'm not saying people don't deserve rest, but I'm hearing about from Trump a 17-day break, and the world's we're about to go to war with North Korea, really. So just keep an open mind when it comes to the ineffectiveness of not only the president, not only the VP, not only the cabinet, not only the whole executive power, the judicial power. Look at your local office holders and think to yourself, what have they done? I wouldn't necessarily say that makes someone horrible or terrible, but ask yourself, could you find a better person? Can this be improved upon? Because really, no one deserves that, to have someone that they voted for not only not represent them, but not represent the entirety of their constituents. And that's a good chunk of Congress right now. So I really hope I've actually gotten a person to listen. Thank you for watching and have a good day.